Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue with the lesson Electoral Politics. In the earlier classes, we have read about elections and the entire process of election. So, in today's concluding class, we are going to take up the topic what makes elections in India democratic. Now, there are many factors which ensure that elections in India are democratic. An independent body which is called as election commission, it is responsible to conduct election formulated in the constitution of India. So let us learn something more about independent election commission. In our country, elections are conducted by an independent and powerful election commission. We call it as EC, and the head of the EC is Chief Election Commissioner, and he is appointed by the President of India. The Election Commission of India enjoys wide-ranging powers. It takes decision on every aspect of conduct and control of elections, from the announcement of election to the declaration of results. That means the entire period it is controlled by the election commissioner. It implements code of conduct and punishes any candidate or party that violates it. The participation and enthusiasm of people in election is another criteria to check the quality of elections. Now, if the election process is not free or fair, people will not continue to participate in the exercise. People's participation in election is usually measured by what? It is measured by voter turnout figures. And turnout indicates what? The percentage of eligible voters who actually cast their vote. In India, there is a greater vote tendency among the poor illiterate people when we compare them with the Western democracies. Then we take up the topic acceptance of election outcome. The outcome of the election is the final test of the free and fairness of it. If elections are not free or fair, the outcome always favors the powerful. And in this situation, what will happen? The ruling parties, they do not lose election, and the losing party does not accept the outcome of the rigged election. Now, these elections in a democratic country, they also face certain challenges. So let us see the challenges which are being faced for free and fair elections. The first one is candidates and parties with lot of money. They may not be very sure about their victory, but they enjoy an unfair advantage over the smaller parties as well as the independent candidates. Then some candidates with criminal records, they are also able to secure party tickets from the major party due to their connection with the politics. Then some families, they tend to dominate political parties. A tendency for dynastic rule is very common in our country. Then elections offer very little choice to ordinary citizens because almost all the major parties, they are very similar to each other, both in politics also as well as in practice. Then smaller parties and independent candidates, they suffer huge disadvantage when we compare them with the bigger parties in terms of money power and organizational support. Now, these challenges exist not only in India but also in many established democracies. Due to these reasons, there is a demand of reforms in our electoral system by citizens, social activists, as well as organizations. So, students, here we complete with our lesson Electoral Politics.